All right.
I know black.
Myron, I have a question. Like, do you really enjoy this podcast and like down talking on women? Like, is this genuinely how you feel?
To be honest, I think you guys are second-class citizens, but it's okay. I do it because to educate the audience. Because I don't think if I'm going to be extremely blunt, very, very honest, I've realized after talking to almost 4,000 women on this show that most women, is it over 4,000 now?
Yes.
All right. Damn. Okay. Most women, not all, but a large majority have an inability to critically think, assess problems, respond, thoughtfully, and quite frankly, don't really understand how the world works, but think that they do. And it's very disturbing. And it's something that I've noticed over the past 5 years, and it's very dangerous. And I think we're getting to a point now where we need to either reel back female power and put women back and put men back in charge, or else our country's going to decline.
I have a question.
And he wrote 2 books, by the way.
Yeah, I wrote 2 books about it, best-selling books about it. Women deserve even less.
How dare you?
But
is it a masculinist podcast?
Oh, she means like a masculine podcast?
A pro-masculine podcast?
Like misogyn and everything?
You mean misogyny?
Misogyny.
Well, actually,
yeah, in French.
No, it's not misogyny. It's or misogyny. We're very pro family, and we're very pro men leading and providing for women.
Okay, because I'm feminist. So.
Yeah, I can tell you're a feminist.
You're from Canada.
Yeah, and that's precisely why society has decayed because of feminism.
I think
That's
the
not true.
opposite because of masculinism.
You think masculinity is what hurts society?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, question for you. Who protects you? Who builds the world? Who runs the world? Who controls the infrastructure for the world?
Men are the same one that terrorize women every single
I'm
fucking
always
day. Like,
scared.
what are we talking about?
I think that goes both ways, though.
Yes,
Now, who protects you from the men that terrorize you?
Women.
Bitch, barely a man.
Like,
the
if you-
police.
Wait, what?
If you say like
And even the
mom,
police will sit there and question you.
Wait,
Who are the
one
police,
at
though?
a time with this.
Let me just say that when it comes to the police, a lot of times women will sit here and get men in trouble like that in a heartbeat just because they want to open their mouth on something that's a lie, and the police will sit here and
If
believe
you know
a
how to
woman
talk
over a
really
man.
nice, you can convince the police. But I feel like men in general are just, yeah.
No, just prove their point.
the only man I
Manipulative
trust
as
is my
fuck.
father. The only one.
As you should.
And the guys who sell to your own OF, right?
No, nobody put me through it. I put myself through it because I was tired of getting sexualized for free.
Wow. So sexualize yourself for money.
Advantage of me without my consent. And that's why, and I do a big salary right now that I couldn't do other way.
Okay,
at
so let me get
19.
this straight. So you complain about masculinity, but masculinity allowed for the internet, for free market, for like you do realize like men created all these things so that you can do what
I
you
know, but it's happened to me like a bunch of time when I was younger. I had a hard past, and the only way I could find to feel better about it is turning it like around
Into money.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And,
you get sexualized,
like,
and then you say, you
take-
know what? I'm
take-
going to sexize myself for money now.
Yes, because I will be sexualized for free
Makes sense.
even.
That was the.
For $4.99, Myron.
That's what it was.
$4.99, Myron.
You can't make this shit up.
That's what it is.
You can't make this shit up.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's
You know
great.
what?
You got to monetize it.
Listen,
But
listen.
I'd be sexualized for free anyways.
Right. So she flipped it to make some money.
Yeah.
So, no, it's even better.
So let me ask you a question. So you said you were being sexualized anyway. I always laugh when women say this. I don't think a woman can be sexualized unless she sexualizes herself first.
No.
No, I was
really?
so young and I got sexualized and I without my consent.
How?
I don't know, like
What
I
do you
can
guys think
say
about Saudi
word
Arabia?
She would
about
read
it.
their minds. They're thinking about me in a certain way. She would read their minds.
No, I'm just curious. Like, how would they do it at a young age? Like, how would they do it? Like, was it like physical or like
Yes,
verbal?
physical, verbal, everything.
who? Your uncle?
I was 13.
Like other boys probably her age.
Oh,
No, older.
grown men?
Well, your parents.
But that's not all men, though.
No, that's not all
a
men.
good
I
majority
never
of them.
said it was
There's a
all
good
men.
majority of women, too, but we don't talk about that.
So hold on. Where was your dad though?
I was in a park with friends.
So one time?
So why weren't you home at 13 years old as a girl?
Huh?
Why weren't you home with your family at 13 years old instead of at a park?
Because when we're young, we go play at park.
Why were there no parents there?
Yeah. Still a minor.
I was 13. Like, is it different in the US?
I don't know. I don't let my kid know her, and she's 15. My girl
It's
my
different in yeah.
Different
kids don't even
families,
got cell
different
phones.
cultures.
Again, most of the time when women get sexualized, you guys sexualize yourselves first. You dress provocatively, you behave sexually, and then men sexualize you in return. You're just like hoping and like saying, "Oh, I'm going to monetize it now and take back the power."
I feel good about
Just
it.
because you
It's
dress provocatively
my
does
thing.
not mean that should give anyone access or permission to bother you or
Your
initiate
body.
anything.
But it
just
makes it easier.
because They
It makes it
see
easier,
you
though.
a little showing.
No.
up
Okay,
your
do you live
skin.
on planet Earth?
I do.
Okay, you
But
do understand that
no,
if you
not really.
portray yourself in a certain way, people are going to perceive you in that way, and they're going to respond accordingly.
You're right. But you know what
There
the
you go.
funny thing is?
You can leave it there.
No, because
No. Honestly, you can leave it there.
that.
Okay, go ahead.
People need to stop thinking that just because you look a certain way, that you're gonna act that way too. I talk a little funny with the little slang, with the little
So look,
pizzazz
so
I
look,
will say
in my
now-
hold on.
speech.
If I look homeless,
And people
right?
think-
Hold on. If I look homeless and I'm on the street, and I come up to you, how would you treat me? Like,
I wouldn't
like I'm
treat
homeless,
you like
right?
an ass. No,
Like I'm-
actually,
like I'm hom-
because I'm
hold
a
on.
human being.
But I'm homeless, right?
No, I'd treat you like another regular person.
Would you date me?
Most likely not.
Okay, thank you.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's his point. How you are
Fuck
dressed, how you are acting, people treat you
Which
the same way.
man have you ever heard of pick up a homeless woman off of the street?
Many. They look good.
But
Shit,
you know
tomorrow.
what the funny
Today.
thing is though?
What?
It's perverted men. It's nasty men. It's men that like to manipulate women. It's men that love to use that
You're
advantage.
missing the point of the
Picking up a
example
homeless
that
woman,
that the way you portray yourself is
most
how
of
the world is going to
chances,
see
They're
you.
gonna take advantage of that.
If you had a
You're missing
girl,
the whole
a
point.
daughter, would
You
you,
missed
let
the
her
whole point.
dress
What's the whole
however?
point?
Men
to
don't
go
care
out in
about
the
women's
streets?
status anyway. So
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Hold
I
on,
was
no.
just dealing with somebody. Oh, and he
because they want to use you, that's why.
Hold on, mama. But if you had a
Definitely.
daughter, let's say 13, 14, would you let her go out dressing crop tops and all that shit?
Hell no.
Not really.
Why? Because you want her to respect herself.
But if she wanted to, I would. I would
Cool.
because it's
If
called
she wanted to,
That's
but
why
you're the
moms are
parent,
terrible.
though.
That's why you
Yeah,
need
bro.
dads.
That's why you.
That's why I
Nah.
need dads, bro.
Nah.
I agree with that one.
Like
Yeah.
I said,
A big issue
listen,
nowadays is that we
if
don't got
a
two
man
parents in the
can't
household.
control his
You
desires,
got two
his
girls.
eyes, let him pluck them out.
But why you giving something
Period.
to look at?
That. Why the fuck I can't show my skin? Why I can't walk around comfortable in my body?
That's all good, but then don't complain when
In
you
my
have a
body.
man coming here looking.
Fuck that.
Just
Fuck that, because
looking,
not
it's
everything should be
okay, but-
sexualized.
Yeah.
The fact that my
nobody should
titty-
put your hand on
Okay,
my
it.
so
titty
let
is
me ask you
showing?
this then. What's your
If your
logic?
titties
Why
are
can't
showing,
you
my
just
don't
titty
say,
showing?
hey, bitch.
If your
My
logic-
my titty
Somebody's
showing?
like-
If your logic,
the
hold on,
shit that I was born
stop.
with,
So why not just walk around naked on the street
it's a
then?
problem
Why not walk around on the street naked then, right? Why not?
Yeah, go ahead. Right now.
There's
because
laws
of
in place, right?
society.
Yeah.
In
There's
France,
just-
they
why-
If it
why-
was
don't
up
wear
to
any
me,
cap.
I wouldn't give a f. Cause
Okay.
like who
But it's not.
But
Up to you.
there's rules
Yes,
and laws in
there's
society,
rules
right?
and
There's
laws.
rules and laws in society, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to go off of like kind of like societal
Regardless
norms.
though, if you have clothes on and it's not a fishnet and you're not showing your nipple, then no, I wouldn't think you're asking for sex. But if you
Bruh.
have your bathing suit on and whatever, like come on, bro. People always over sexualize everything. Like, bitch, you can't have.
Girl, I don't know. I be seeing some of these dresses nowadays. These girls be wearing that shit see through. Like
Yes.
back in the day, you paid for
Now,
that.
that's
Now they just
different.
out and about.
That's different.
See, here's the problem, right? This is why I don't like when women have like you just want to be able to do what you want with no accountability. You want to be able to be free, and I'm
No.
sexualized. Now I'm taking it back, bro. Like, just the reality is this: people only sexualize you when you sexualize yourself.
That's
people
a
only,
lie.
People only look at you
I'm
crazy if
fully
you dress
clothed
crazy.
It's
in
a
my
lie.
hood of a neighborhood, and the Mexicans are always looking at me, asking for ass and beeping and honking. And no, you can't dress regularly and be a fully clothed woman and not get hit on
If you were
or
if you were in a hijab,
perverted.
Yeah, if
Fully
you're in a
covered.
I
job,
was
they probably want to be
actually-
doing
they wouldn't
that,
talk to
bro.
you at all.
They won't talk to you at all, bro.
That's not true.
At a job?
Okay,
That's not true.
why
I'm
is that?
sorry. But
Oh, you wear a hijabs?
I I am not
Oh.
Muslim. However, I
So how do you know?
Haram!
Wait, did y'all
well,
just say
if you allow me to speak. So I practiced Ramadan 2 years now. I've practiced Ramadan. And I do during Ramadan, I went to the masjid, I wore a hijab, and I posted a photo of me in my hijab fully covered. I got more responses in that post than I did in a bathing suit.
Okay, but what kind of responses?
Very sexualized responses from men, and especially from Muslim men during Ramadan. So,
Well,
Do
hold on.
y'all
I am
not
just
hear
saying
of the condition?
there is a
in
difference.
Saudi
I'm not
Arabia?
saying all.
Chris, go to
It
IG.
is not
With
all
women?
men are
Go
the
to IG.
same. No, all men are not the same. All
Yeah, let's
women are
compare
not
the
the
two.
same.
Yeah,
Women are
However,
fighting
let's
to go to
let's-
school
yeah, I don't
Instagram.
believe this
Saudi
at all.
Arabia.
We need to verify
Yeah, let's
this
see. She
for
lying.
Good
facts.
luck. That was in my story.
Oh,
I
now
don't
it's her
post
story.
on my. Yeah, no.